Welcome to my Guild Wars series. Now, I decided to make this series because PvE is getting kind of boring, and honestly, Smilegate doesn't really release a lot of content recently, so we're just going to dive more into the PvP aspect of the game, which is honestly more fun. I do enjoy the PvP side of this game a lot, I just don't really record it that much, so yeah, started the Guild Wars series. Now, just for background, my guild is pretty casual, nothing too serious. We do float around like 200s, 100s for rankings, sometimes push into top 100s if we take the season seriously, but as of now, this guild is pretty casual, just have a guild with my friends, and we don't really even care about if people attack or not. We just want to make sure that you do try if you can. It's pretty casual. I am in charge of one of the big towers here, nothing too crazy with my defense. Casual, all light team with the ML Andy team with an injury user, nothing too crazy here. And basically, we're just going to be tackling these big towers one by one, and I'll just be showing you guys how I actually tackle these Guild Wars teams. Now, I think for the majority of you players out there, this will actually pertain to you a lot, because a lot of you guys probably aren't in like the top 50, top 100 guilds. You guys are probably around where I am for where the guilds are, for your guild ranking. So I think this will be very relevant to most of you guys that are watching this video. So this is the first tower here, nothing too insane. Basically, I'm just going to be baiting Apoc Ravi, Meteor Cowrick with my Aiden. And I have Crow for the Senya here, and then I have Rwana to actually sustain my Spirit Eye Celine in case she does get pretty low. I can just have, you know, Rwana and Crow hit the Senya with counter attack buff to actually heal my Spirit Eye Celine here. My Crow is very, very scuffed, but it doesn't really matter. I don't really want to switch around too much gear because if you guys actually look at my gold, I am pretty low in gold. Smilegate, please remove the gold cost for switching equipment. My Spirit Eye Celine not on too crazy gear either, just because of the fact that we don't really use her that much outside of Guild Wars. And then for Rwana here, just the standard, you know, ER, 100% ER with the artifact, and then just full tank and some speed to actually get her S3 off. Now for the second team, Conquer Lilius team with Savior Aiden and Rimuru, kind of common, not really. I have Ocean Breeze Luca to actually cut and cleanse the decreased attack buff, and then I have Benamaru here, which is pretty much here to one-shot the Rimuru, or at least try to. Then after that, my Briar Witch Asaria should be able to clean up the Savior Aiden here and bait her S3 as well if she ends up surviving and dodging. So yeah, that's the setup. Let's actually get into the battle very quickly. So I actually have sound off, which is not what I meant to do. So if you guys, I'll turn the sound on right now actually. So yeah, there you go. Hopefully you guys can still hear me, but yeah, this is Meteor Cowrick's S3 here, very simple. I'll use S3 as my Spirit Eye Celine, and then I should be able to just tank anything. And then here I'm actually going to just put up the defense buff because I don't really want my my Spirit Eye Celine to die. If my Spirit Eye Celine dies, you pretty much just lose. Obviously, I have no damage. Now Senya can't crit, so I can't heal on this, but it doesn't matter. I should be able to heal on this pretty well. She is on Dust Devil, so if I get another proc here, I'll heal a lot. And there is the heal here, and I think what I'll actually do is just S1 because Cowrick will strip my Spirit Eye Celine here. Keep in mind, I'm going to be hitting the Senya a lot to heal and cycle my team. Both my Crow and Rwana have enough effect resist where they will be able to actually survive and not get provoked. So I think I'll just go into the Cowrick. I'm pretty scared of his cycling. Dust Devil proc, and he is pretty much dead with no Aureus, so yeah, Spirit Eye Celine, big fat damage. And with Cowrick dead, my Spirit Eye Celine can really never die. Do that. And I don't think this will kill. It'll be very close, but my Spirit Eye Celine should kill her on the next counter attack, which is pretty much all I want. But if he doesn't kill on this, I'll just have another turn, right? So there's that, and now Apoc Ravi is dead. Now it's pretty straightforward. Like Senya can't really kill my team, so I'm just going to auto. And basically, you're gonna see that the Senya will eventually fall after a couple of turns. I'll probably skip ahead here so you guys don't have to watch this. It's gonna take a while. And the battle is finally wrapped up, as you guys can see here. Now let's move on to the second battle. Oh, my voice just cracked. Wow. That was kind of embarrassing. But as you guys can see, my Briar Witch's area is first, but with this S3 here, I will have my Benimaru and my Ocean Bazooka cut. I hope I can actually strip this barrier off of Miru to guarantee the one-shot. I do. He'll get defense buff here, but shouldn't really matter too much. I was actually pretty close. And then we'll just go for the Rimuru here. Big damage. Wow, it was with 1k. But this should pretty much just clean house. Yeah, Briar Witch's area, very good unit. If you have her, she's pretty much a must build. She's so good in RTA, so good in Guild Wars, and just pretty much good everywhere. So yeah, pretty simple battle here. Now this is for the second battle. Basically, Lua defense on the top. We're just gonna bring Lilius, and then also we're going to have her on this artifact to reset the skill cooldowns of all our allies once it gets reset. Pretty standard build. We have Malona to actually deal with the Emalandi. Pretty standard build as well on Sigurd's Scythe, and then we're going to have Yulha to bait the Edward Elric, and even if she's on injury, she should be able to finish off the Emalandi with her S3. Second team down here, this is the team I'm using for my defense. Just use Concordius to take the first turn and put up Vigor, and then we're going to actually have Briar Witch's area to deal with the Aiden here, and also stop the revive from Spirit Eye Celine, and hopefully get some strips as well on the Escort. I highly doubt it though. And then we have Ikarina because she deals very well with both of the damage dealers on the other side. So let's just get into it. Should be pretty simple, nothing too crazy. And Lua does take the first turn, should go into Lilius, and then she'll S3, and then my Lilius will S3 as well, and just reset all the cooldowns. So nice. Do have her on almost 50% crit, so it should do a fair chunk of damage. Just kidding, it didn't crit. Crit resistance too good. And then let's go on to oh, pretty good. Fatty damage, and then after this I can just S3 the Landy and she should be dead. Or at least very close to dead, but I'm pretty sure this just kills, right? After that counter attack. Yep. And this should not kill, because Yula is a very tanky unit. And she has that bigger buff. Yep, and then she'll push. And then I'll just do this. Dead, and then S3, and then Edward is also dead. Pretty simple. If we're facing a higher guild, I would definitely swap out my gear, but I'm just on like literally random pieces here. And then here the question is, both these units on the right are very fast, which is pretty interesting. Usually Aidens aren't this fast, but I guess this is to surprise people. I think I am actually going to go for the Celine here to stop the revive, or the immortality. And then this will not kill my Briar Witch, but I should be able to strip this off of the Celine, and also, oh yeah, she has stealth, I forgot. But I should strip this off of the Celine, and then we should be good to go. Do. Aiden just dies. This stun should go into my Briar Witch, and then Ikarina should just one-shot, right? And then the battle is pretty much free after that. Just do this, and then I press auto, and the fight is pretty much over. And yeah, this Arrowell should die after this turn cycle. And that pretty easy defense to deal with, honestly. I don't know why I'm running this defense, kind of just for fun. But this defense is pretty easy to handle if you have the right units, right? But honestly, every defense is, so you just have to kind of know what you are fighting against, obviously. So this is the last team here, fighting some weird defenses besides, I guess, the Ran, APOC, Ravi, Mercedes. Top team, didn't really want to think about it too much, so I just kind of slapped the random units. Spectres never to deal with the Spirit Eye Celine. And then we have the AOL, because she's very good against Lone Crescent Bellona's counterattack, and also will be good against Karina and also Spirit Eye Celine. And then I Karina here to just one-shot the Spirit Eye Celine as well. As long as Spirit Eye Celine dies, we win. Next team, we have APOC Ravi, very good unit for Guild Wars, especially into cleave-oriented teams. This team is very high damage. And then we have the Meteor Cowrick to cleanse the Ran debuffs, and then SC Doris here to actually soak the APOC Ravi, and she is on Touch of Rekos just for that extra healing after Ran S3s. Okay, here we go. She's gonna put up Immortality. It doesn't really matter. I will just S3 here. Keep in mind I have 40 souls because I'm running double book. Guys, perfect. I'm just going to actually S3 the Melona here. It does not stun, which is unfortunate. And these won't kill. Melona will go into my AOL as well, so. Yep, and then we actually get the proc here, which is perfect. And this should just one-shot the Spirit Eye Celine, and also probably kill the ML Bellona as well, right, with the splash. It does crit, which is unfortunate, and I do not get the defense break. It still dies. I'll just do this, and then we just pretty much soul burn until we win here. With the damage ramping up because we killed another unit, and this should finish her off. Very, very simple first battle. And let's go into the second battle, which should also be very simple, right? Just because we have Ran to, Meteor Cowrick to cleanse the defense breaks. Touch of Rekos for extra healing here. And then I will put up the S2 to actually... Oh, actually, it's my APOC Ravi's turn. So I'll go into their APOC Ravi to lessen their damage. Magic for friends, pretty unlucky. No attack buff though on the Mercedes, so should be fine. Then we do this. And then put attack down on the Mercedes. Very fun to play against Mercedes in Guild Wars. She counters this a million times, right? But it is fine. Take out the Mercedes here, just to get rid of her attack buff. And even if my my Doris dies, I can just res her, right? So it's not a big deal. I just needed to soak the initial APOC Ravi S3. I think here I'll just go into the Ran. So I'll just hit him. And then we'll just finish him off here. The Mercedes will pretty much die to just anything though. Very, very annoying. Dual attack, of course. Why wouldn't there not be a dual attack? I'm gonna S2 for the barrier and to kill. And then it's pretty much free. My Doris can't really die. And even if she does, it doesn't really matter. Should be pretty simple here though. The Mercedes did get a lot of counters, which was kind of scary, but it's fine. This does not kill, unfortunately, but this APOC Ravi is low enough where she won't be a big problem anymore. just go on Ravi, take her out, and pretty much free. Should be able to res as well. Although this is the last battle, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, I forgot their skill nully, but whatever. So yeah, not the cleanest. You know, honestly, if you guys saw my gold, I don't have a lot of gold to switch gear around, so kind of just trying to make these teams with the least gold expenditure as possible, but pretty clean, I'd say. I did get 3 wins. My guild doesn't care too much about losing, so I'll definitely test out, you know, more fun builds in the future in Guild Wars, so you guys can see. But I definitely will try to win, obviously, since my guildmates are watching. I'm not going to try to lose. But yeah, as you guys can see, Guild Wars is nothing too serious. As long as you know what to bring into the enemy units, you should be fine without losing too many units here and there. And the battles today had very suboptimal gear, so still worked out though, because I did counter picks. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to see more in this Guild Wars series, make sure you guys let me know in the comments down below that you enjoyed it, and also consider leaving a like and subscribe.